Hey guys, welcome back to T3 Africa. I'm Albie Preston. Today we will be having a conversation with Josh. He's going to tell us a little bit about his tech career, what brought him to the tech space, why he decided to join the tech space, what advice he has for anybody willing to join the tech space. So please stay tuned. I hope you enjoy watching this as much as I enjoy making it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And tune in until next time. Hi, I'm Albie Preston. Nice to meet you. Would you please go ahead and state your name for me, please?
Yeah, my name is Joshua Adanu. My name is
And,
Joshua Adanu.
and where are you
Uh,
from?
I'm from Nigeria.
Nigeria. Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
what would you like to tell us about your tech career? Why did you decide to join the tech space?
Well, actually, um, right from 2015,
Uh,
I was studying music in school. I was studying music in school. Then suddenly I got so intrigued with tech. I think 2017 or 19 or so. I got so intrigued with tech. Like when I visit website, I was very curious about how websites are being built and what are the components or languages that are used to build a website.
yeah,
So I got so intrigued about website generally, how things works, how you talk to, how you can probably just visit a website and you see the home page, all of those things that has to do with visuals actually. So and
yeah.
I got interested in it. Then I think later 2022 I enrolled for a course in web development and decided to venture into web development fully. So that's it.
Okay.
Uh,
What part of tech are you more proficient in? Front end, back end? What's your strongest?
I think my strength is in front end. Yes,
Uh-huh.
my strength is in front end. So my strength is in front end. So I have a basic knowledge, or let's say a measure of knowledge in backend, and but majorly on front end.
Mostly front end. Okay.
Yes, exactly.
How would you like to say you acquired your skills through schooling, self-teaching, or mentoring?
Actually, I acquire my skills through um education, through formal education, and also self-learning actually.
Okay.
So I think I start self-learning before I enrolled for a formal education. So I started with buying courses on Udemy.
Yeah.
So buying courses on Udemy, courses that specialize on different languages like JavaScript, React, Node.js. Then I also pick some knowledge from YouTube, free courses on YouTube. So then eventually I decided to enroll for a school, not really like a university, but just like an institute where they
Yeah.
train people web development. So I enrolled there, I think 2023. That was when I enrolled. And so I acquire my skills both through formal education and also through self-learning.
Self-learning. Okay.
Yeah.
What are some projects you've worked on and what are some projects you're currently working on at the moment?
Apparently, apparently I'm not working on uh, though I've worked on some project like when I was a student in um my school, the institute I was schooling. So immediately I finished and I was retained as an instructor. So right now what I do is
Mhm.
I teach people on web development. So there are some projects I've built with some of my students on React, and even there's a project I also built for my company as well. So yeah, and also currently right now I don't have any project like I'm building for someone, but it's just still building on myself, like you know so
Yeah.
everything is still revolves around teaching and instructing. So I don't really have a company that I work with that does you know
Yeah.
yeah. So
Understandable.
So that uh,
Um, what are some tips and tricks you feel like the upcoming newer generation for people who are trying to get into tech, what are some advice you might give to them or have for them?
all right. So my advice I will give to people who aspire to go into tech
Mm,
is they should number one, they should have a passion for tech. It is not just about the money because
yeah.
many people are venturing into tech because they hear or know they hear that there's a lot of money in tech. Apparently,
Mhm.
that's not how it works. That's not how it works at all.
Yeah,
So it requires consistency because there are times whereby the journey will be rough. You will encounter difficulties, and
yeah,
your reason for entering into tech, your why is very, very important if you'll be consistent. So if your
yeah,
why is just something shallow, if your why or your reason is something shallow, when you encounter difficulties, you might want to draw back. So, but if you
yeah,
have a strong desire and a strong passion and a strong will for it, no matter the circumstances or the difficulties you encounter, you will still want to scale through. So, number one, my advice for them is their passion, their reason. So they must have a strong reason for learning tech. And number two, they should keep learning. They
yeah,
should keep learning. They should maintain a right attitude to learning. And number three, they should network. They should engage with people who are already ahead of them. Go to seminars and all of those things like that. It's actually very, very
yeah,
important. And also okay, I think it revolves around that area actually. So let me just yeah, I think that
yeah.
will suffice. Yeah.
What was your passion for wanting to join the tech space? What was your reason?
Okay, my passion for wanting to join in the tech space um is number one is to cancel digital illiteracy, is to
Okay.
eradicate digital illiteracy. So my goal actually is to bring digital literacy to people, most especially in Africa. So most especially in Africa. So that passion prompted me to start up a channel on YouTube where I give free training and
Yeah,
also and people have been saying good stuff about the
yeah,
channels and like it's nice and all of those things like that. So I my one of my major goal is to eradicate digital illiteracy. Like there are a lot of people who wants to venture into tech, but
yeah,
they don't have the resources, they don't have the money to enroll for all these big institutes.
yeah,
So because especially in Africa, many of the people in Africa, especially where I stay, my country, there are a lot of people
yeah.
who don't even they have the desire, but they don't have the fund,
Mhm.
the means to achieve that. So I just come to it's like I decide to make myself sent to those kind of demography of people,
Yeah,
so to help them and to also make tech skills very easy to learn, and they don't have to break their bank to learn tech. So with little resources
mhm.
they have, I can teach them, and they all so that's
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
of course. Would you say tech is a competitive field?
Yes, I think tech, yeah, it's a competitive field actually. It is. It is. I think virtually um every industry right now are integrating tech into their business.
Yeah,
So they're integrating tech into their business, and we are in the tech age, exactly. We're in the digital age whereby if you are not knowledgeable in tech, it's like you are living in the 90s, the 70s or the 60s.
yeah,
So you don't even have to learn coding or whatever. Just be knowledgeable in tech. It doesn't have
yeah,
to be coding. There are some other areas of tech that does not really require coding. So it's a very competitive, market, very competitive market. And there are a lot of opportunities out there for tech
mhm.
yeah, for tech. So it's to me actually is a really competitive um market space actually. So yeah.
Yeah. What are some challenges you personally you're facing with your tech career?
Challenges I'm facing with my tech career right now. Basically, I feel in this area, actually in my country, challenges I am facing right now is do I really have I'm coming, I'm trying to, figure it out. I'm coming. Probably yes. One key aspect of challenges I'm um facing is um um how am I going to put it? Like internet connection actually in my country.
Yeah,
So the
that's
internet
a big
connection
one.
is very, very poor. So you get it's very, very poor. So that is also a major challenge for me and also for many people. So for me, so and being having to, another challenge is when uh, you are learning a particular tech course or a particular tech skills, and suddenly you just see another tech skills coming up and like, this is what is in vogue now. This is what
Yeah,
is getting the so it's like a challenge of like, and you want to meet up to the demands of the market. You want to meet up to the demand of, so all of those things can also be quite challenging. Like
yeah.
apparently now into web development. I'm trying to perfect my skills in web development, and also I'm also venturing into cloud computing, learning a bit about cloud, so I can,
Mm.
because yeah, learning a bit, so all of those things can be quite challenging. So can be quite challenging for me. So aside from that, I don't think I have any personal challenge as it regards to tech and so.
Okay. What support did you need throughout your tech career? Like mentors or
All right, I think the supports I need right now is number one, mentorship from experienced tech entrepreneurs. Mentorship, I need mentorship because mentorship is very, very, very key. It shortens the journey of a mentee.
yeah,
Yeah, so mentorship is very, very key. And also one of the support I also need is if I'm also desiring to have desire to work in a company, not just to teach. I want to have a real world experience about tech. So if I
yeah,
can be supported in that area, I will really, 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 really appreciate. And I think that's all, and probably maybe funding to to for scalability and all of those things like that. Like apparently for my YouTube channel and videos that I do, I need something like I need good equipment and all of those things to
yeah,
setups and all of those things. But most importantly, mentorship and access to to intern or all of those. Yes, intern. Those are the two important things that I really need now, or support that I need.
yeah. What are some challenges do you aim to tackle using your technology in Africa? Like what are some challenges in Africa you aim to tackle using tech?
Well, actually, for me, one of the challenges I want to tackle is um in Africa is access to quality education and digital literacy, which I've said. So access to quality education and digital literacy. So that's the
Oh,
major as problem I actually, or challenge that I actually want to tackle in tech. So in Africa generally. So in Africa generally. So those are the things I want to tackle. All right. So
um, are you willing to be a mentor for someone who wants to learn?
yeah, yeah, I'm willing. Willing. I'm willing.
Because you seem very coachable. You seem like you're a coachable type of person. So that's
Yeah,
that's
I'm
really
willing.
good.
I'm willing.
Do you like to do projects collaborating with others, or you more so like working with yourself?
Yeah, yeah. I would like to do project with people, as in collaborate with people, projects. At least it will help me grow.
Yeah.
It will help me grow. Yeah.
Um, are you interested in venturing out with your own tech programs, or are you more so want to stay working with like companies and stuff?
Well, apparently, I think I'm open to both opportunities actually.
Yeah.
I'm open to both opportunities to work in a company, to work under a company, you know, as yes, to work under a company and probably to also set up my own business. Okay, so I'm open to both opportunities. I'm open.
Okay. Have you collaborated with others, and who were they, classmates, mentors, or just have you done projects
Like,
with other people?
yes, I have done project with other people in my workplace.
Mm-hmm.
So in my workplace, so there's a project. I think my boss gave us a project to do a website to build for a company, or I think yeah, the company actually. So I was working with the UX UI designer, the
Mm-hmm.
UX UI designer. So I collaborated with him. So he gave me the design why I built the front end aspect of the website, when then the other backend guy built the business logic, the database and everything. So
Okay.
I've actually collaborated them with people to build a project. Yeah.
Outside of your employment, have you collaborated with any other people?
Outside of my employment, no, I haven't gotten the opportunity to collaborate with outside other people. I've not really gotten the opportunity to collaborate with other people, but I've trained other people outside of my employment. I've
Okay.
trained. So if I had the opportunity to collaborate with other people
Yeah.
outside of my employment on a project, of course, I'll be willing, I'll embrace it. Of course, I'll embrace it.
Yeah. Yeah. You seem like a very outspoken type of person. So yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Um, because in tech it's good to have good collaboration skills because it's a very competitive field, and if you're not good at working with people, it's just sometimes like projects and stuff just don't go as planned. Um, but yeah, is there anything personally you would like to contribute to the conversation?
Uh, well, I don't think I have any anything like coming on my head like right now
Any
to say
questions?
actually. I don't really if I'm to ask any question like how um how can you like help in helping me, like you said, if am I willing to mentor people outside of my workspace, which I said yes. I don't know if um that can be possible, like how soon it is, and
Yeah,
probably working. Yeah,
our job basically is just to get you guys an exposure. So basically to just get you exposed to the field basically. So, that could range from any amount of time. By bringing views to the platform, you get exposure through that. So, yeah.
yeah. Okay. All
So,
right. All right. So
right.
and after this interview,
Mhm.
um how am I going to, probably get any information after this interview, like any other like information, like
I mean,
probably, yeah.
yes, you can keep in contact with Bright, of course. But like I said, our main focus and our main job is to just get you guys exposure. That's
All right.
basically the whole goal of this platform. It's just TR3 Africa is to bring exposure to like the talented people that we do have back home and all that stuff. So yeah, it's mainly the main focus is just exposure. So
Okay. All right.
yes,
All
of
right.
course.
All right. Okay. Thank you
Mm,
very much. Thank you for your time.
no
Thank you
problem.
very
I
much. I really
appreciate
appreciate it.
talking to you. You seem like
Yeah.
a very easygoing and easy person to talk to. So it's nice.
Yeah, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah.